Hello, hello, welcome back to another episode of The Campus. Today we are appreciating University of Botswana's very own talent.
My name is Tabs. My real name is Taboka Chengeta. I study marketing in the Faculty of Business.
Why did you choose to study at the University of Botswana?
I have parents, and my parents want me to get a degree, and I figured that if I'm going to get any degree, I might as well get something which will help me in what I want to do, which is music. So I decided to do marketing so that I had something which was a useful skill in achieving my goal.
What are the challenges that you have encountered in your program of study?
The challenges, it's hard. I'm not really good at math, and math really challenged me. That's the only problem. In terms of studying, I believe in hard work, and I don't necessarily work too hard, but I work enough to get through it. And I know if I worked even harder, I'll be getting like 4.5 GPA, you know what I mean? So I don't necessarily encounter a lot of problems other than it just being difficult. But I can always overcome the difficulties with hard work.
What do you think of the University of Botswana in general?
It's pretty cool, it's better than I expected before coming here. A lot of facilities, and I've met a lot of great people here. Nothing much. It hasn't really made such a great impression over me, but it's whatever.
Okay, let's get to know you now. Besides school, what do you do?
Well, like I said, I make music, I rap, and I'm also a producer. I've started at least now to get into videography. I too also want to make my own interviews, and as of such, I also want to start going into the clothing industry. I also want to start, like I said, videography, short films, creating events. But for now, what I've done so far is just being a rapper and a producer.
How did Tabs come up?
Well, my real name is Taboka. So back in the day, my nickname used to be TBK. I didn't really like that. It was too cute, and I was growing up. So I was like, let me figure out something else. So I decided to go with Tabs. Nothing really, interesting.
When did you realize your talent and make that decision to start rapping?
Well, okay, I started rapping when I was around 8 years old, 9 years old, and I didn't think of it as anything super cool. I used to listen to Lil Wayne all the time, and the way I started rapping actually was I would say Lil Wayne verses, and I wouldn't know some of the lyrics. So what I'd do is I'd just cover the lyrics with lyrics of my own. If he said dog and I didn't know the lyric, I'd say block. You get me? So I was just reciting those lyrics, and I'll do that with my friend. My friend is Emikani. I'll do that almost every day. Then that turned into making my own lyrics, which I kept privately. No one ever knew. But then on one trip, a 76 trip, I decided, okay, let me rap for my friend. And my friend went wild. He was like, oh my gosh, it's fire. And I'm like, oh really, it's fire. Then he showed everyone. He was like, come see TVK. Oh my goodness, he's rapping. It's fire. And I was like, okay, cool. And then when people went wild, I realized, I actually have something here. This is pretty dope. Yeah.
So you being a student, how are you able to juggle academics and music?
I don't necessarily feel that it's nothing difficult to juggle. I have school, and I have my free time, which does not involve school, and I use most of that on music. I actually do have a lot of time. I'd only have 3-4 lessons a day. Each lesson would be an hour. That's 4 hours out of 24. I have 20. I sleep for 6. Then 10 hours I use. Then I have 14 hours left. That's a lot of time. I hope my math is correct. Someone's watching and I'm like, oh man.
Sorry. So what inspires you music?
I inspire my music. Nothing, how I feel. That's how I make my music. I don't, there's nothing too much to think about. I know people will think maybe I'll be outside, I see a bird, I'm like, oh, I want to make this kind of music. I see skies blue, I'll make that. Nah, depending on how I feel, I'll just make music.
Which of your songs gave you a breakthrough?
Definitely my new song Messages. It's been getting like too much reception.
So who would you like to work with in the future?
In the future, wow, so many people. It depends, like a lot. I could give you like maybe 100 people like in locally. Let me say the people I'm most eager. Probably like Wanda, Bunsy, Vizo, SA-Wise, aka J Molly, A Reese, Nasty C. America wise would be like Dave East, Drake, Kendrick, like Stan. Like, yeah.
What would you like to improve your music?
I'm not sure what I can really improve. I just want to keep making music because it's like I'll get better regardless because I don't want to move backwards.
So I've listened to one of your songs, Messages.
Nice.
So I understand it's a cover featuring Nas. What's the meaning or the message behind this?
Okay, well, to be honest, the way it started is I heard the Nas version, right? I heard the instrumental for the Nas version. I was like, this is fire. I heard his verse. I was like, his verse is fire. And I said I wanted to make my own rendition of this song. So I got the instrumental. I started, going through it, just throwing out words in the rhyme scheme, words I can use. And it got to a point where I started actually writing the lyrics. And for me, it's kind of weird because when I write, it's like the words come out. I don't necessarily have to think much. I feel like there's a disconnect between who I am as a rapper and me. Because even when I'm writing the lyrics, I'll be like, yo, this is fire. Like, damn, I wrote this. Where did this come from? I'll be like, whoa, that's heavy. So I like the idea. I basically just do what I feel. There's not a lot of like ideas into it. It's like I wanted to talk, and I just happened to talk about these things because the song provokes that kind of energy out of me. You get me?
Let's see, what inspiration would you give to students who are also trying to venture into music?
I mean, I'll just tell people to just start. Like, really just start. Find ways. If you don't have money, find ways of making money. It will be really difficult. And as long as you create content, you'll be successful. As long as you create content that you like, you will be successful. It's as simple as that. The only thing you need to do now is start. Don't be too caught up in what people think, how people will react. Like, I talk to people who are like, oh, I don't want to drop this song because I don't think I don't think people will like it. Like, they'll like it, but they'll be like, I don't think someone else will like it. But I'll tell you, like, look, your first song doesn't have to be fire. Drake didn't start with So Far Gone. Like, he didn't start with that. Like, you think he was just a master out of nowhere. Like, things need to develop. You need to build your influence so that when you actually do start making like your heavy tracks, you do get publicity. Because imagine you spend 2 years perfecting your craft, and then when you drop it, no one listens to it because you never had influence. So I tell people, just start creating as much content as possible. I mean, it should be like a decent amount of possible. Don't drop like every day. Like, we don't want to listen to you every day, honestly. But like, drop a lot of content. Keep doing that. Make music that you like, and you will become successful.
Thank you for joining us on today's episode. It was amazing having you around.
Thank you for having me.